Bow, 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 now, now, now. Do, 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 do. We're live on Twitch. Hello, Twitch. Afternoon coffee. 2/16/25. I had to check the date. Just hopping on. I guess this is the first official DT stream, so welcome. We're just gonna, I don't know, I'm just gonna have some coffee and just say what's on my mind, I suppose. Sunday, February 16th, 2025. The dystopia marches on. It is good coffee. And I do drink tea too. I know the name's DT. I will also drink tea, just to let you know. I don't just drink coffee. What's the news of the day? I think the big thing, at least in this country, where did I have it? President Donald Trump going to the Daytona 500 this afternoon. Good old American fun. I've been to the Daytona 500 before. It is a lot of fun. Honestly, I was about 12. My main memories from it were watching the finish, which there was like a big wreck during the finish. It was a very close finish. And then waiting for about an hour and a half for the shuttle buses in the parking lot and watching a guy pee into a cooler, his cooler, because he didn't want to get out of line for the shuttle buses. I don't blame him, to be honest with you. So, you know. What window do I want? What's the other big news today? Well, let's take a look. Hope that song's not Content ID. I keep it stuck in my head. Elon Musk's mass government cuts could make private companies millions. Probably is. I don't know. Protesters. There's a lot of protests in this country right now in America. I've been watching some streams of them. A lot of pro-immigration protests, I guess you would call them. Let's see what else we got here. Republican senator who voted for JFK Jr. balks at Louisiana anti-vaccine move. Oh boy. I think the most interesting thing going on right now is just the amount of disclosure that's going to be happening soon. We have the JFK files. I think they're working on first as far as getting those declassified. I saw an article. Let me look it up. New JFK files. Yeah, 4 days ago, FBI discovers 2,400 new records related to JFK. Bring the window up. Let's see here. There we go. Look at that. That's kind of crazy. I don't know, where did they find them? Just like in a box somewhere or like in a storage unit? Where does it say? Working to transfer the records. Pop up, get rid of that. Classified records. Conspiracy theories, blah, 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 blah. So they probably just found them in like a closet somewhere, which is crazy. And I just wonder if they're actually going to be the like unclassified records or if they're not going to scrub a lot from it before we even get to see it. I really don't know. The other day there was a lady who was talking about, I forget where she works. I think she works for the commission that's going to declassify everything. And she was talking about how she thinks there's a second shooter. Second shooter. Let's look that up. Mm, 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 mm. Here we go. MAGA head of JFK committee says 2 shooters. There were 2 shooters. Pledges to uncover more secrets. Wild. So who's the second shooter? Well, why didn't we know about that in the first place? It would be my question. And why was it kept a secret this entire time? Grassy knoll? I think so, probably. A little grassy knoll action. So, the other thing they were doing is they're definitely going to be going after COVID, I think. I don't know if they're going to be able to make a lot of headway with COVID just because I know that those records were sealed, I think, for 50 years, or that was the last. It was in the news cycle. They were talking about sealing those records for 50 years. Just the Pfizer discoveries and the not evidence, studies they were doing, the trials they were doing before they went public with the vaccine. Those have been sealed. So, the results, whether it was actually had efficacy or if it was just all, kind of a lie, I don't know. But we are going to find out. And it is a little indicting when you pardon the guy who was running the program for the vaccines in Fauci. Well, he wasn't running the program, but he was kind of the figurehead, right? And he had to testify in front of a couple of congressional hearings as well. And so when you're testifying in front of congressional hearings, you're supposed to tell the truth. I don't think he did. Especially when there's one clip where Ron Paul asks him if they did gain of function research, and he just says no. And we all know that that's not true. They definitely did gain of function research in Wuhan. And even now they're saying it's like a lab leak, CIA lab leak. And for a long time, they were denying that too. Yeah, here we go. This was 3 weeks ago. CIA now backs lab leak theory. Bam. There you go. They denied it for a long time, but nope. Now they're back in. So it makes you wonder why. Lawmakers have put pressure on America's spy agencies for more information about the origins of the virus, which led to lockdowns, economic upheaval, and millions of deaths. It is a question with significant domestic and geopolitical implications as the world continues to grapple with the pandemic's legacy. Ooh. They're going to do another one. I mean, I don't know about they. I don't think there's a shadowy cabal, but there will be another pandemic. They haven't closed down the bio research labs. I mean, they're still all over the world. There's different countries researching different viruses. They don't really talk to each other or communicate. It's all done in secrecy. So you put 2 and 2 together. I don't know. That's just kind of my opinion. It's going to happen again. Lab leak is the only theory supported by science. So now it's supported by science. I'm pretty sure, here, I'll bring it up. I'm pretty sure right there. I'm pretty sure back in the day, they were they were saying that, you know, to think there was a lab leak, that would be doing your own research. You're not allowed to do that. We don't want you doing your own research. So I don't know. We'll see what happens. It'll be interesting. What else we got? We got any global news? going on in the globe? International. Oh, Ukraine. Yeah. The old Mr. Zelensky. I think you're going to see a resolution there soon. Soon. You just can't have that war going on forever. Ukraine's going to run out of able-bodied fighters at a certain point. They're just going to be unable to keep up. Russia has larger population, more allies. They can just keep it going forever if they want to. And the support here in the U.S. is definitely waning for continuing to fund and support Zelensky and the Ukrainian regime. And I'm not saying that we should just let Russia roll over. I don't think that roll over Ukraine. I don't think that's a good idea either, because that will cause a lot of problems moving forward. Yeah, FDA news. Ooh, we got a UFO. Let's take a
It was
look.
actually a warmer day than we've been seeing, and one of the warmest that we're going to have on the entire 7-day forecast moving forward.
Oh, wow.
Wonder what that is right there. That's
What is that?
pretty interesting. Moving really fast. Okay, let's go ahead and take a look at what we've
What?
got here. Just interesting stuff flying around the sky. Snow in addition to all of that.
Let's watch it again. That does look like a UFO, though, straight up.
A warmer day than we've been seeing,
Look at that.
and one of the warmest that we're going to have on the entire.
And then why does it go yeet
forward?
and it just goes down? That's weird.
Wonder what that is right there.
Planes don't do that, and then it goes up. Some sort of bird, maybe?
Okay. Let's go ahead and take a look at what we've got here.
I don't know. Maybe a bird. Maybe it's a bird. Maybe it's a drone. Bird, a plane, a drone. AOC, I keep seeing this everywhere, that AOC is going to jail for supporting immigrants. Let's look it up. AOC going to jail. I'm assuming this is not true. And this is just some fact. This is like some nonsense. Yeah, there's no actual news covering this. Here's the closest we got, the Daily Mail, which isn't reputable. Trump borders are ominously warns. Here we go. Trump borders are ominously warns AOC is going to be in trouble. She's going to be in trouble. I don't know what they would charge her with. Aiding and abetting or something? What does it say? Laid out to migrants steps they can take to. Oh, okay. So she had a presentation. She hosted a webinar on her social media where speakers gave step-by-step instructions to migrants on how to interact with federal enforcement agents. So she was teaching them how to avoid deportation? I don't know. That's what it sounds like. Congressman hit back at Homan on Blue Sky after his interview, claiming her actions are constitutional. Everyone deserves to know their rights. I do agree with that. Everyone does deserve to know their rights. So if it was an educational thing, if she's not like, hey, here's the best places to hide in your house, then yeah, I don't see any problem with that. Baby Alexis, thanks for the follow. That's number 2. Appreciate you. We're taking over the world one Twitch stream at a time. I'm just doing a little, just talking about the news, flipping around the feed, seeing what's up. Some more UFO stuff. I don't know if this UFO stuff is any true. Here, I'll bring it up. It looks kind of crazy. I know X is just like a cesspool now, but bam. What do you think? Those are drones, right? Definitely drones. They're flashing very weird, though. It's like blink, blink, blink. Oh, and then we got another one, little blue boy coming up to meet them. That's weird. That is weird. It's like it kind of looks like the Little Dipper almost. Boop boop, and then like here's the pot, and they start separating. I don't need it. Yeah, could be AI. I don't know. Maybe it's poor enough quality that if AI is making that, then they're getting real good because it looks like it was shot on a potato. So, I mean, I think there's definitely things that the US government has put up in the sky that they don't tell us about. I mean, the drones on the East Coast were basically confirmed to be that. They denied it forever. They said it was airplanes. And then um, President Trump got in. Well, during President Biden's administration, they denied it, said that it was airplanes. And then when President Trump got in, they said, well, oh, what's this? Oh, this is just the lady from the other day talking about all the things they're going to disclose, the UAPs, UFOs, all that fun stuff. More UFO. I don't know. I think with the UFOs, we're there's probably a couple different things happening. I think there's definitely a lot of it is human technology, military technology, all that good stuff. Because we've been working on those things for a long time. I mean, they denied that Area 51 was a military base for a long time. And they said, nope, there's nothing there, but there is. So the interesting thing is most Americans have such a American centric view. We don't think for a second that, well, wait a second, what if maybe there's a different country that also might have had a crash landing and been able to reverse engineer something? I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. That's what I like to think about because if a different country also is developing UFOs, well, that just changes things, doesn't it? Because then we really don't know what's going on in the sky. Could be any country. And it probably is. There's probably multiple countries that have reverse engineered these at this point and placed them in the sky. There was an interesting, if you want to go deep into conspiracy, there was a good video on Sean Ryan, the Sean Ryan show on YouTube, probably about a month ago. It happened right after the Las Vegas Tesla truck explosion outside the Trump Hotel. And he had a gentleman on who had an email from, well, an email that allegedly was from the gentleman who blew himself up in the Cybertruck. And it's a crazy email. Let me try to bring it up. Sean Ryan. Interesting. Okay. There's a link on Instagram. My account suspended. Gotta look into that after this. Here you go. Wow. I didn't even know this much. Let me bring it up. So the FBI confirmed that the Tesla Cybertruck subject emailed Sean Ryan show. Wow. Because there was some speculation that that was a hoax, that he didn't actually email the Sean Ryan show. That's unprofessional. My phone is vibrating. Sorry, on the table. There was a lot of speculation online that that was a hoax, that it was not actually the guy who was in the Cybertruck that sent the email to the Sean Ryan show. I want to find the actual email, though. Bring that up. Do you have the actual email in the article? I don't think so. The email itself is crazy. There's a podcast on the Sean Ryan show that you could watch on it. They show the email about 20 minutes in. Maybe it's on X. I'd probably have to go back a bit. Yeah. But anyways, the internet was definitely speculating whether or not that email was legitimate in the days after it showed up on the Sean Ryan show. And I guess it's been confirmed now. When was that article from? January 8th. So they confirmed it a while ago. Interesting. But in the email, it talks about China being behind the drones on the East Coast in New Jersey, because it was happening along the same around the same time. This Cybertruck bombing was happening around the same time as the drones over New Jersey. And he said that those were Chinese drones, and that they have a submarine in the Atlantic Ocean that they're launching the drones from. Pretty crazy. What is this? Fake? Who's this?
Tim Kennedy breaks out.
PBD?
No, it's not true. This is not true.
Internal guys.
Oh, there's a lot
Same,
of pride
sort of like
on
a,
these
like
stories,
a crab mentality kind of a thing, sort of bring them down.
It sometimes happens like we're the real ones. He's not the real one. And some of the stories, maybe it's fabricated, maybe it's over exaggerated, and you've added some stories to it. It's fine, but Tim Kennedy is a man's man.
All right. I don't know what that's all about. Seems like it seemed clickbaity. PBD. So let's see what else we got. It's on CNN. It's their top headline. Democrats confront their powerlessness as they take on Trump. Mounting legal challenges. Here's the deal. They have to change their ways of thinking. They have to change their ways of thinking, and they have to change their I don't know if they have to change their ways of thinking, but they need to be more relatable to the general public. People who are well informed know that the Democratic Party is primarily interested in serving their donors at this point. They don't really have a lot of interest in serving the people. So when you have a party that doesn't really have any interest in serving the people anymore, they become unpopular. And I think we saw that with the last election. I think a lot of people also at this point realize that there was some funny business with President Biden's term. The sanctity of the position of president is important in this country, especially to more mature citizens. The fact that there may have been an administration that was not actually being run by the president, I don't think that sat well with a lot of more mature Americans. I think that they really didn't like that, because we've never had that before. I mean, you could make an argument for Reagan in his second term, maybe, possibly, potentially. But beyond that, we've never really had a situation where the president is not well enough, potentially, to actually be running the country, and that the country may be actually run by the cabinet, the Congress, all those people. Anthony Blinken, potentially. That's what people think. I've heard that. I saw that on Tucker Carlson. They were saying that Anthony Blinken was the one that was actually running the country during Joe Biden's administration. Could be true, could not be true. I don't know. But I will definitely keep my eye out. That is something I'm sure they're going to dig into as well, is just who was running the country the last 4 years. But I also just want to throw out, I didn't vote for President Trump or President Biden. I haven't voted in a while. The last presidential candidate I did vote for was Dr. Jill Stein. So that should kind of just show you what my thoughts are. I think they're both parties have a lot of issues and are paying a lot of lip service to the average citizen, and really their interests lie with the wealthy and the influential in this country. They don't really lie with the citizens anymore. So, and I think that's going to be a problem. I got the Daytona 500 timing and scoring up. It looked like they started, so I might hop off and go check that out. But yeah, this is I'm gonna make this probably a daily-ish thing. DT Daily on YouTube. Find me on X, DTX. I do have I think an Insta too. Let's take a look. I haven't got on it much. DT Insta with Instagram. I will get on there. Start posting things soon. And then of course I got a lot of YouTube stuff. DT Daily. And then I have a gaming channel, DT Gaming, as well. So make sure to find me everywhere if you're watching, or if you're watching later. And yeah, we'll just keep on. I'll probably keep doing this. Just afternoon coffee. We'll just kind of ramble and rant and cover some news stories and see what's happening. It'd be better if people were in the chat, but it's totally fine. Don't mind. I can just keep rambling on and on, nonsensically. But stay safe out there. Have a great, lovely Sunday or Monday if you're across the date line, I think, or Saturday. I don't really remember. Dateline. What day is it in Europe? Of course, it brings up NBC Dateline. I just want to see the Dateline on the map. All right. Yeah. Have a great Monday or Sunday, wherever you are in the world. We'll do this again. Probably, what day is it today? Sunday. We'll do this again tomorrow, 1 o'clock Eastern time, afternoon coffee with DT. Thanks for watching. Hope you have a great rest of your day. I'm out.